Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majeski Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your January the 13th, 2026. Well, things are nice outside. We got plenty of sunshine, but we're going to see some changes coming our way. We have a little rain coming our way, maybe a little bit of snow, a few snow flurries possibility, and then just plenty cold weather really straight into next week, and it's going to stay nippy, so get ready. Old Man Winter is definitely going to be entrenched for a little while. Now, before we get into this full report, if you're new here to the Talking Live Broadcast Channel Facebook page, please give us a like or follow. Or if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates just like these. All right, let's go off and take a live look there in Chattanooga for this afternoon. A lot of sunshine, a few high clouds out there. Things comfortable outside. Definitely the best day to get outside today because things are going to be changing as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours as we're dealing with some rain and those colder weather moving back into the area. Looking up there at Lake Chattooga, which is actually up a couple of feet. Some very welcome signs there after the most recent heavy rains. I just wish we had more coming at us because the rains we are going to see here for tomorrow are going to be pretty limited and not really amount to a whole heck of a lot. Now, let's look at the local radar. It is quiet here for the moment. Now, tomorrow we will be talking about a different picture as we'll be tracking a little bit of rain. And like I said, maybe a few snow flurries out there. But again, not a big winter deal here as this will be systematically quickly moving on through. Satellite picture looking pretty good. We got a few high clouds, as you can see here across the area, kind of skirting up here across East Tennessee. A lot of sunshine there in North Georgia. Looking pretty good here for this afternoon. And temperatures warming up nicely. Everybody here in the 50s and should top out in the 50s for afternoon highs here on Tuesday. And tomorrow will be still a relatively mild day before that front blows through late in the afternoon into the evening hours. And that colder weather settles back in across East Tennessee and North Georgia. So let's look at that model data here as we're tracking that rain coming on in here again. Look at the time frame. Look at that timestamp there in the afternoon. So by the time you get into the afternoon hours, welcome to some rain and some showers moving across the area. Notice the blue in there, the mountains, and a little bit of snow flurries. Again, you kind of see this here even behind the front here, seeing some of these little snow flurries in here. So definitely a potential to see some of that as that cold air kind of acts as a bit of a sponge. It kind of squeezes whatever moisture is left in the atmosphere out as it swings on through. So not a big deal, no real accumulation. It's just plenty cold, and that'll set up for a very frigid start on your Thursday morning. Wind chills can be down into the single digits for some people on Thursday morning, and then it looks like we just stay cold as we go into the weekend as we watch a series of cold shots. This will be the first one coming through, and then we got two more to come through as we go through the next 7 days. So as we go ahead and look at your forecast maps here, as I kind of put this into motion, that's from our friends from the National Weather Service. Kind of watch that little highlighter there on top as we kind of highlight the days of the week here. Going into your Wednesday, again, we'll be tracking that cold front here. So you got this first front coming on through, and then here's the real cold one coming in behind it. So we got two of them there coming through our area. It's just getting ready for that. And then as we go into your Thursday, that'll clear on through. Still a little bit of a wind there, a little bit of a breeze because of the isobars in there. You still see a few. So it shouldn't be too bad there, but still some wind to make it feel even colder for you there on your Thursday morning with those low wind chills. Friday's looking pretty good, but then we're tracking our next front coming in. That'll be moving in going through Saturday, and as that swings on through, looking again cold, and then going into next week, we got another front coming down. Here comes another one, another Arctic shot here coming down here on Monday. So here's another front that's going to be coming on down here in here. So again, we got three different cold shots coming at us here, and that'll go right into next Tuesday and looking plenty cold. Now, once we get past the Tuesday event, I suspect we'll begin to moderate a little bit as we go in toward the end of next week. But at least for the next 7 days, just get ready for plenty of cold across our area. All right, so let's look at your forecast here for tomorrow. Again, looking at light rain and cooler temperatures, 52, 38. Fairly seasonal on the high temperature side. Again, 70% chance of showers here for the afternoon. Regionally looking like this. Overnight lows not as cold for tonight. Kind of a brief warm up out ahead of that next approaching cold front. Most areas in the 30s and maybe some scattered frost here and there, but for the most part should be frost free with a south wind at 5 miles per hour. Afternoon highs generally in the low 50s, a few upper 40s because of the cloud cover and the rain that'll be coming in here. Showers likely, especially into the afternoon. Regionally looking like this. Again, we're looking at 50 degrees up in Nashville, 58 in Jackson, 59 in Columbus, as well as Savannah, 61 in Destin, 52 up in Asheville. And as far as the next 7 days, here we go. Wow, look at that change going into Thursday, 36, 24. And little moderation on Friday, 48, 22. and we kind of moderate on Saturday. Then we go back into the 30s, 39, 24 there on Sunday. And check out it's Monday and Tuesday next week, 42-19, 34-19, just plenty cold out there. So the good news is once we get past Tuesday, like I said, I do believe that we're going to start seeing things begin to moderate just a little bit. We'll see things begin to improve across the area, and then we'll see things looking pretty good. So it looks like the best advice I can give everybody out there is just make sure you got that firewood ready to go. Get those heating systems checked and make sure they're good to go for the next week. And just wait for this cold spell to move on through. Things will improve. You know how things go here in the South. They typically go up and down. And right now we're heading into a down phase. All right, that's y'all's update. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talking Live Broadcast Channel Facebook page. Please give us a like or follow. Or if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates. That's y'all's update for now. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.